If you want to be like your creative hero, if you want to follow in their footsteps, you first need to know what those footsteps are. What's their history? How did they become who they are now? Every peak must have started somewhere. There's some low point where maybe they were just as low as you know, struggling with what they're going to do, how they're going to become who they want to become. But eventually they made it, right? That's why you know about them. They were successful. That's why we all appreciate these great creators. So if we want to figure out how to follow that progression, we need to learn about what that progression was. How can you figure out what your creative hero went through? Well, you know, researching it, I would say reading biographies or autobiographies are the most amazing place to start. Even watching documentaries or like biopics, if there's any films that represent their life, that's amazing if you can come across those kinds of things. But also the internet, right? There's articles about every person of note, more or less, somewhere on the internet. You might need to go through Reddit. You might want to go through YouTube. Actually, there's a lot of awesome analysis of different creators and what makes them so special. So that'd be an amazing place to start. Just look up the creator's name and maybe the word analysis, or what makes this person special. And you'll find that most creators have some kind of outside force that had a huge impact on their life, whether it was having access to special technology early on in life, or kind of pioneering a new technique, or being around when that was happening. There's all kinds of things. There are even some creators where nothing really that special happened. They were just really, really good at the thing for whatever natural reason. There's nature and there's nurture. Some things you're just born with, and then other things you have to learn. You have to have, you know, a really, really good icon that you're following in their footsteps, or you have to have a really good teacher who sees something in you, or just life circumstances have to push you into the certain direction. If you lived alone on a planet, it'd be very hard to become a great artist, right? There's no one else pushing you and impacting you and convincing you to follow your dreams. So here's one other thing that's really cool about human civilization and progress, is that your heroes didn't have your heroes to look up to, but you do. So in a way, you're more advantaged than they were, right? There's an established framework, this established path of how to get where they went. Whereas they might have had to be the first person in their field to do that, which is probably a lot harder, and they did it with less technology than you have. So find your hero and figure out what makes them tick. Follow along, right? You can definitely learn something from that. Right on. Good luck.